How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here, and we are reacting to the Vampire Diaries, episode 18 of season 5, closing in on completing this season, shifting on to season 6, which I know a couple of people are excited about, so that's, very promising about that season. Yeah, I feel like we have established who our main threat will be, especially with Marcus merging, should I say, in the last episode. So yeah, after a very, very gnarly sacrificial act, right? So yeah. Of course, there were teasers with Caroline and Stefan, especially with the fact that Caroline really couldn't do the deed in regards to killing poor Tom, poor sweet innocent Tom. Tom didn't deserve that shit. So, but again, it really, I feel for me, tease things between both Caroline and Stefan potentially. So, yeah, I wouldn't be too fussed, I guess, but I do prefer them if they were BFFs. Just mainly because I see Caroline as Lexi 2.0, really, so. But I'm looking forward to getting into this episode. So, it's episode number 18 of season 5 of The Vampire Diaries. Let's go. Faces, worn out places, worn out faces. I'm back in the fucking building again! Oh no. All I can think about with that song is the Sonic fan-dub Snapcube things. The brain rot is real.
It's really bad.
I'm officially intrigued.
This is weirding me out. This is weirding me out.
Yeah, of course. The friends phase, where you, her friend, watch as she moves on with her life, finds a new boyfriend, perhaps a
shifted in the
nice
friend zone.
Gentleman from a fraternity, Chance, or Brock.
Oh, Stefan.
Here you go.
I'm gonna need these.
What the heckings?
So, you hated the movie, huh?
No, I didn't hate it.
The fact that she keeps having
wasn't
these
exactly
visions.
paying attention
It's
either.
not just that as well, but it's... Of course, there has been distractions when it comes to Damon, obviously, in the last episode. So this is all just eerie. Like, now it's being kind of fixated on Stefan.
That's my dad. Waiting up for me. It's so embarrassing.
Another life, right?
I'm really looking forward to dinner.
That!
Like right here?
It didn't feel like a dream, okay? It felt like it was real, like I was just there.
Well, so do some of my dreams, just saying.
Weird.
Have you ever had a dream where it feels
Any harder,
real?
you'll bleed.
In the middle of the street because I was having some vision of Elena.
I take that back. Actually, you're not crazy at all. Something's going on.
Hey, it's Jeremy. Leave a message.
It's so eerie.
Did you read that in the Other Side newsletter?
Everyone's having some weird vision trip in this episode.
What's wrong over here, Bonnie? Some of the witches think that the travelers tried to overwhelm you so that someone could get through.
Uh-huh.
And to get through, it's got the witches scared.
Oh, heck. Well, that's a promising sign about Marcus.
Traveler-proof head. I'll do it. And the hybrid who heals.
Yeah.
The magic ring that brings you back from the dead.
He's got a point. But you can't do that all the time, Ty. No! No! No!
I'm telling you, somebody's having sex dreams.
Jesus, Enzo!
They're more like romance dreams.
I don't need to know that. Where's Stefan?
He went to the traveler camp to see if anyone's still there that can tell him what's going on.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Well, it's our only lead. Look, all we know...
Well, it's like the universe is saying, well, you two are the latest doppelgangers now, so...
I can't. I'm sorry. We have this handled. I need you to trust me, okay?
This is not helping Bonnie whatsoever. Poor Bon.
You mentioned a traveler knife?
Did I? Maybe you misheard.
Ah! Oh my god! Oh my god! Poor Matt!
Just tell Jeremy he'll know what I mean. I'm sorry to do this to you, Bon.
Oh shit, yeah, okay.
All topsy-turvy over here, darling. I got to say, it's good to be seen.
Cole! Ah! I mean, you're psycho, but you're cute as well. Ah!
You don't remember. I think that's part of the problem. We're just standing, clothed, just standing.
Just being awkward.
I mean,
just
the whole strained.
Jesus Christ, I'm just dying on the inside.
Oh.
Can't we just be friends and do friendly things?
Ouch. She used the F word. Poor bastard.
Friend zone!
I thought that's
Clung on to. It's just the notion that one day I'd get her out and see her again.
Kinda
I don't
sad.
want to date her, Caroline. I want to thank her.
Oh, Enzo.
So, any chance our fantasy Elena and fantasy Stefan really
Happy.
really happy?
Ooh, really happy.
Right.
I'm Luke Parker, Liv's twin brother.
Liv is a twin? Is it possible for there just to be one of someone around here?
Where's Liv?
Everyone's got a duplicate.
Come on.
Mom says hi.
Nice test.
Send her my best, okay?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Nice test.
What do you mean you can't
Oh,
see
heck.
their vision?
Well, this just keeps getting better and better.
Wait, I don't get it.
If the vision's our roadmap, then we need more clues. Break out the popcorn, Blondie. Lena's little sex romp isn't over yet.
From that entertainment space, why don't we?
And then what? We're friends? Can't wait.
I mean, the Visions are not saying stop being friends, I guess, with Damon. So there's that. Positives?
Look, I know we're in a little bit.
Oh, they're getting more poignant. They're getting more poignant.
You didn't even open it.
It could have been like...
I don't have to.
I just wanted to be something else now, just for the lols.
I'm already dead.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Vicky.
If this is where Stefan and Lena had crazy visions, huh?
Jesus Christ, drop it!
It's probably the bedroom. Stefan's pretty vanilla.
And how would you know?
It's Lena's favorite flavor.
I'm gonna staple your tongue to your chin.
More complicated. Last one's easy. I'm the reason Stefan and Elena are having visions of each other.
You?
Well,
Wow.
Look at that.
So,
I think we just met the universe.
yeah. So basically, Marcos is the #1 Stelena shipper, is what we're saying.
To get people to go searching for each other is the promise of true love.
Shit.
Is it stuffy in here? Why don't we take a walk?
Especially when, like, I'm just darting all the way back as well to Amara and Silas.
Sorry.
I just nodded off.
The witches put a curse on us that kept us from settling down as a tribe. Whenever we've tried to gather, disaster struck. Plagues, earthquakes, fire.
Not meant to be.
Something inevitably wiped us out.
Something
Let me
that
guess.
made it seem
Nothing we can
like
fix.
the universe. It's so funny though, because he's saying this shit and it's like, it's a warning, it's a sign that the universe, yeah, we can't do this, we can't do that without things going to shit. And then you've got Elena and Stefan that need to be drawn together as if the universe is like, this needs to happen.
So, how many of you are there?
A few.
Few what? 100, 1,000, million?
Shall I continue?
Kidding. Because that looks more than a few.
Hey guys, share, please.
You know that you bit him this morning?
Really?
Nice.
What?
Stefan, don't encourage that.
Oh my god!
Did you feel that too?
And then it just ended.
Does that mean that it's over?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, that's gotta be painful as well, like, the fact that you're just envisioning having kids, etc., and all of that, and it's, yeah. Go throughout ups and downs, and kerfuffles, and complications.
Again, a fantasy.
Yeah, that dream, they did me dirty.
But I'm not the only one over here. And if this place goes down, then what happened to your sister is going to happen to us all.
Shit.
Please, mate. You have to go back.
You seem cold worried.
You have to find a way how to stop this.
I mean, this is pretty damning. So is this the same shit that Catherine went through, maybe?
Vic. Wait, you saw Vicky? Yeah, she pushed me away.
Wow.
And then she just disappeared.
That's gotta go on. Spark concern, Bon.
A perfect life. Stefan and I were married. And
it's gotta be a kick in the gut,
kids,
though.
It was everything that we wanted.
Well, we can always ask Marcos to put it back.
But it's not real.
It's torture for both parties.
Too damn hard.
Damon.
No, I'm serious, Elena. I can't see you anymore. I don't want to hear your voice. I don't want to talk to you.
I mean, that's gonna be a temporary band-aid, but
I don't want to be your friend.
That fucking rocks. Oh, I hear the pain of thousands of shippers.
We're in. She's oblivious.
It's not a bad upgrade either.
This body is incredible.
Don't get used
Yo!
to it. Once this is over and the town is ours.
Talk about your spanner in the works. God damn. Ugh. Yeah, that's just made things a bit more complicated, especially if Tyler has been possessed now. Bloody invasion of the body snatchers, and yeah. Hey. Wouldn't be surprised if that was like an inspiration. I haven't watched it, but I kind of get a bit of an idea of what it's like. So, really, really insane stuff. I mean, especially with the visions that Marcus was implementing to, you know, have the two drawn together, etc. Yeah. It's just really, really... I mean, it's the fact of the kids as well, I think, especially, that really have an impact, really. Because that... I mean, I'm sure a lot of the people that, you know, vouch, or, you know, they do vouch for Stelena, they want to see that happen. Of course, in the real world, that wasn't really a possibility, given the fact that, well, even in the first place, when Elena was human, it wouldn't have happened anyways. And, yeah, so... It's just, it's kind of cruel, isn't it? It's been a very, very interesting bit of development, though, getting to know about Marcus and how he was the one that I guess created the whole prophecy thing, really, with the fact that there is this notion that you've got to draw these two people fated for true love together, etc., and basically use their blood to kind of undo this curse, really. So, yeah, and it is very interesting how there is this kind of attempt to try and be like, okay, look, we just need their blood, right? We just need... nothing untoward is planned. We just want to be united again. And for the meantime, we're just going to be taking bodies because of the fact that, that's the only way to get around this whole curse. So, but it is, like I said, very, very interesting. My main worry is, that there might be more detriment, like obviously with this whole plan to unite the travelers again, there might be more detriment to the other side, as we are seeing. I mean, with Marcus getting out, it's caused a bit of a disruption to the other side. And again, I don't know if Vicky's been yeeted to the same hell dimension that Catherine got sent to. Like I said, I'm just, for the sake of brevity, I'm just calling it like it is, that Catherine got sent to hell. But, I mean, there is this worry from Cole, who, it was great to see Cole again, about the prospect that, well, the other side's basically going to fall apart if we don't do something about it. So, yeah, so I'm just assuming that hell is starting to creep in, like with the whole balance thing being disrupted because Marcus got out, and things are just going to complete shit really when it comes to the other side. So yeah, and yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what will happen overall with that. But yeah, I did find it very interesting going into this episode with, like I said, exploring about Marcus and, I guess the intentions really, but, not just that though, but seeing the detriments that comes around in regards to how the other side, how members can see each other really now. So, it's really, really interesting to see how things, panned out really with, yeah, because you got to think about all of the characters that are at the other side that have died on the show, and now that there is going to be this encounter before things do go to hell, it's just going to be very interesting. Like, I do hope we do touch upon more of the other side, and I'm sure we will. But I feel like it's an important aspect to address, especially if, I feel like Marcus has to go back to the other side. He came back when he shouldn't have, and yeah, and this is going because I can definitely see it going like that. Like Marcus needs to undo this whole thing, but at the same time, the other side is just falling to bits and pieces. So he has to go back in order for things to well, to not continue things shit in the bed really for the other side. So yeah. But I really thought that this was very, very interesting to delve further into things, and yeah, like especially with how Stefan and Elena were just having a happy time in this other universe, in another life. So and how it wasn't just for shits and giggles to just stir the pot when it comes to, I guess, the Delana connection, because, I mean, that is just gone, that is just dead in the water now. I mean, romantically it was anyways, but, I mean, now that there is this whole idea that Damon doesn't want to even know Elena at this point, and he just wants that peace. Yeah, but it does really, I guess push things along further for Stefan and Elena, but also it really adds in some consequence into the real world, given the fact that, well, these visions are just brought on really from Marcus. So, yeah, but we'll get on more about that in a moment, because I do want to talk about, certain bits and pieces about that, or about those visions. Yeah, I mean, Tyler, I just feel so bad, especially with the fact that he's now possessed, I guess again, really, so, yeah, but I mean, it's just really really rough stuff when it comes to Tyler, with the fact that um yeah, I really loved the fact that he was able to suss out that Sheriff Forbes was possessed by mentioning his deceased mother, and yeah, it was just really really great stuff. But I mean, that is pretty advantageous for that traveler, really, that's inhabiting Tyler's body, now that you've got the abilities of the hybrid with you, and like, if things don't go your way, he could be a very very dangerous character. So yeah, which does put some worry when it comes to Caroline, because obviously when it comes to Caroline and Tyler's connection this season, it's been a bit rough, given the fact that Caroline has slept with the person that killed Tyler's mom. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really really great stuff. So yeah, but I like I said, I just really really loved touching on the other side. So yeah, because it's been some time since we've went to the other side, really. I guess especially when it comes to Matt and how he died. So yeah. But yeah, Marcus. Yeah, it's still very very creepy, but yeah, I mean, we've had this shtick before when it comes to a character that doesn't really have any kind of, I guess, ill will, but they are plotting something very very shady. So yeah, and yeah, this is it though. With Marcus, there was that very very amazing moment with the Stelena visions, and Damon might beg to differ, of course, but yeah, I mean, it was just very very great when it comes to the fact that you had a glimpse of what could have been, and it's not the first time we've had an alternative universe look-see. Not necessarily of Stelena, but Elena's had visions where there is that, like, I guess, moment of normality, etc., or before vampires became a thing, etc. So yeah, but I mean, it does also break your heart. Like, it's really really it is really really great in regards to just, I guess, those who really really love Stelena, but it's all part of the plan as well at the end of the day. So and this isn't really exactly anything good when it comes to like, they say they don't mean malice, but it's not like we can take their word for it. So yeah, and it's also just really really sad in general, because it is just teasing about a life that can never happen for Stefan and Elena. They can't have kids, etc., and there are characters as well that are dead. Jenna got a mention. Elena's dad got a mention. I think that was, I don't know if that was her biological or adoptive dad. I'm assuming adoptive, but yeah. So yeah. It's just really, it's just really really rough stuff. So but it was going to be rough for Damon to kind of be in the middle of this whole shebang as well. Obviously, still reading from, like, last episode, Elena and Damon were a bit all over each other, and now they're having this whole situation where it's getting rubbed in his face that, oh well, Elena's having dreams. I mean, Enzo's a real prick, but it's kind of yeah, it is kind of hurting for Damon. So and there is this attempt of a distance, really, for Damon, to keep back, really, to try and create some bit of distance. To, like, he even mentioned it, I can't avoid Elena if you keep mentioning this shit. So and you know, in some degree, I don't exactly blame Damon for wanting to for wanting to have some bit of distance to Elena. So yeah, like, it does suck for Damon to digest this whole situation. And he can't do this whole, okay, you know what, well, we can be friends. He can't do this shtick. So, and Elena, she might want Damon to stick around in her life. There might be that feeling. I mean, it sounds a bit crude, but there might be that feeling that it's hard to not be a part of his life when he is there. So, yeah, because it does kind of sound like I'm implying that, well, deep down she wants him out of his of her life, etc. But yeah, for Damon, he has to be honest, and they have to do this. So it does suck, but it's something that needs to happen. Otherwise, there is this song and dance that we're just going to keep doing over and over again between the pair of them. So there needs to be a real distance, and that's what Damon's been fighting for all episode long. Hasn't got it, and it doesn't exactly help when he keeps hearing about the whole Stelena shtick, right? So yeah. I will say though, when Stefan emerged after the visions, after Marcus lifted the visions, and because he was of course going through the motions as well, that heartbreak was real. I mean, you saw it on his face, and I mean, you saw after the visions ended that it just spoke volumes about how absolutely devastated. But it is going to be devastating, isn't it, when you have those visions, etc. I mean, I think I would be in the same position. Like, if there was a person that I, you know, had feelings for, etc., and I had these visions that felt, it's not just, you know, dreams that, you know, are not, they even made a mention that it feels real. It's gonna really absolutely tear apart, tear a hole in your heart, should I say. So, yeah. And for both characters, they do have this whole, they do have this whole vibe to each other. So, and it's so funny because obviously with the last episode, I wouldn't say kind of worried, that something would happen with Caroline and Stefan, given the whole moment in the van in the last episode, but, I kind of thought something, they were going to build towards something, and now, especially with Marcus needing these two together for his people to be united again, it seems like, okay, well, that was we were just pulling your leg, okay? Caroline and Stefan, they're gonna just remain besties. Stelena fans, though, you're gonna be eating good. That's what I'm feeling like the writers are basically saying. So. Yeah, but, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it was really, really wild, but, yeah. I do expect, like, obviously with the dagger as well, I guess that is the last trap. Like, it's gonna be difficult in terms of being able to rein in, the originating host versus the traveler. I do suspect there might be more, but I am kind of getting the white oak steak vibes from those daggers, probably because, well, they're a special kind of daggers, but you've got you know, your big bad, etc., and the way to stop the said big bad, I guess, is with a certain kind of dagger that you know, must be destroyed to stop to essentially make them invincible in a sense. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, it was, like I said, very interesting to learn a bit more about the travelers and their own little curse and how that really correlates with Elena and Stefan's like prophecy thing. Because like I said, I mean, they did talk about the ramifications of how they can't be together and how opposite it is to Elena and Stefan, as if, you know, the universe does need them two together. Whereas if you do have the travelers together, shit just happens. It's like bad luck, isn't it? So, yeah, but it was really, really great stuff. But today we learned that Marcus is the, I guess the biggest Stelena shipper in a sense. Yeah, no, in all seriousness though, it was really, really interesting stuff going through this episode. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!